like talking here, I have to pause every minute or so to itch my eye. I swear my allergies are making one of my eyes itchy, and it is obnoxious. Hi everybody, today is Monday, August 5th. I am doing Plan As You Go this month, where I show how I use all of my planners together in tandem for an entire month, or this month it's actually most of a month because of recovering from surgery. I am using my power sheets, my Erin Condren horizontal planner, and my bullet journal, and today I'm going to be mostly planning my week out of my bullet journal and catching up in some other areas. So it's going to be a bit of a longer one today, but we're just going to live with it. When I'm talking here, I have to pause every minute or so to itch my eye. I swear my allergies are making one of my eyes itchy, and it is obnoxious. So what do we have to do today? I need to check into my power sheets because I haven't done that since I set them up last week. I need to fix my pain tracker because it's today's a catch-up day. I have not touched my planners since I touched them a little bit the week I was supposed to have surgery, which was the week of July 16th. And then my surgery got moved by a week to the following week, the 23rd. And that week I sort of bopped around the house, didn't use my planners. I got a lot done, but I also wasn't sort of paying attention to anything, and it kind of threw me off. So I'm going to work on all of that today, get caught up, and then try and move forward. Thankfully today I have administrative work to do mostly, and so I can spend a little extra time in my planners getting set up. Let's start with my power sheets, because I need to update them for every day of August so far, and I need to take a look at them for the week. I didn't do that when I was planning my week out, and this means I can figure out what other things I need to add to my list for the week to get done from my power sheets. So as you can see, I have not touched them yet, so I'm going to spend a couple minutes updating these with things I know about from this past 5 days of August or 4 days of August, and then we'll talk about it. All right, looking at this, so far we already had a date night. We actually had that on, I want to say Thursday night. It was kind of impromptu. Finishing the trumpet and the flute. Katie's flute, the new flute's been purchased. Katie's already playing it, and we have hole covers for it for the meantime while Katie is still learning how to play open hole flute. And RJ's trumpet is currently at the music supply store getting repaired. It should be back. I'll finish crossing this off at the end of the week when it gets here. And then I've meal planned cooked with cucumber. Actually, yesterday we did a cucumber and strawberry salad with a honey balsamic vinaigrette dressing, and it was delicious. We had it with flank steak. As for the daily action items, I haven't really exercised all that much. We went for a walk on Saturday, but other than that, I haven't really felt up to it. Hopefully this week I'll get it in. Making work, I did that on Thursday and Friday. Plan As You Go, I counted the 2 lives I did, and then I just checked off today's video since I'm filming it anyway. And then reading a book, I have done that every single night so far this week, which has been great. We need to schedule in all of these things, including working on a household project. And then this week, I want to get my analysis done. I did not do it last month, and I'd like to get it done this week. I'm supposed to plan out some deadlines, and that will hopefully help me with this, planning out the print shop and the editorial calendar. Those things are both, and I really need to get the September trip figured out. And I have to get the school prep and paperwork done, which I think is already on my calendar, because my kids go back to their dad's this week, and they have the first day of school the following week, and they need to bring the paperwork with them. In our school district, when you go to high school or middle school, they won't give you your schedule on the first day of school until you hand over the emergency card that they mail home. It's a pretty efficient system, I think. Anyways, I'm going to set this to the side so I can keep an eye on this and remind myself what all I want to add to my plans for the week. All right, now working on my pain tracker. The last time I filled it in was right before my surgery, and I need to fill it all the way up through today. Nicely, for the most part, I've basically taken, not nicely, but I've taken painkillers basically every day since then, except for a couple, because I was recovering from surgery, so that's the thing. I asked Kristen to make me something to cover up these extra, dates that I'm not going to use for this pain tracker, and she did. She made me something with my shitty kidney and choo-choo motherfucker on it, and I am very appreciative of that. Thank you, Kristen. I suppose it is the perks of doing work for her. That covers them up, and I think I want to write something here, but I don't know what yet. So for now, we're just going to leave that, but I love how that makes this look. It covers up everything that I don't need because this is a 12-month planner. Now I'm going to enter in, this is going to take 85 years. I did not take a painkiller the night before my surgery, even though I really wanted to, because I didn't think if I took it I'd be able to wake up at 3:30 in the morning to drink my last drink and then get ready to go to the hospital. So I didn't take one even though I really, really wanted to. And then last night I was not feeling great at the end of the night, but I felt like I felt okay enough to not take a painkiller. Like I didn't feel good, but I didn't feel bad enough for a painkiller. And then I also didn't take one on Friday night. It was just me trying to be more cognizant of what was going on in the house. But other than that, the rest of these are all painkiller days, so I'm going to fill those in right now. And it's just going to take, this is the one downside to doing it this way as opposed to with the highlighters, is that you have to peel the stickers. But that should just be a reminder that I just need to make sure to stay on top of this every day, because one sticker a day for this, no big deal. Laying down 3 weeks of stickers at a time, that's a bit of a pain in the ass. All right, that is updated. Super excited that I have evidence of how much pain I was in last month. All right, let's head over to the week. Now, I set that up yesterday on a live stream, but like I said, I need to add in some stuff from my power sheets. My planner's just all wonky right now. See if I can make these go back in. They fit fine the first time I put them in. I'm not sure what the fuck is happening now. Fuck it, I'm just gonna put them right here and I'll figure it out later. So today is already pretty much filled out. Like I can't really fit much more in here. So taking a look at this, I need to get the podcast recorded to go up today. I need to film Plan As You Go, which I'm doing now. These 2 patron things, and then checking my inbox. The other things I need to get done today are to have the kids do their chores. I need to call the orthodontist because Katie has a wire that's poking them in the face, and we just need to get it clipped after band camp today. And where did that post-it note go? I had a post-it note here somewhere to remind me that I need to put my challenges up on the blog, only 5 days late. Ideally, I'll do some laundry today too, but none of that's going to fit on here. It's already filled up. Now, looking at the rest of this week, I do want to take a second and put some things from my power sheets into here. Every one of these bits where the foil is kind of bent because of the way I laid it down. It's really bothering me right now. I think Tuesday is going to be the day I want to do analysis, because if I'm scheduling deadlines, doing analysis that day will actually help, and doing the editorial calendar. Those are both things that I think will be really good to do on Tuesday, so I'm going to put those in right now. All right, so we have the analysis for September and October, and the analysis for the last month, and then September and October for the editorial calendar. The other things I wanted to get done this week, doing the September trip. I'm not going to put that on here quite yet because I want to do that with Jesse, and he's going to have kind of a rough week at work in terms of maybe staying late. So I don't know what day. It's whatever night he's going to get here where he's not super late. I actually think I might leave the rest of this in my power sheets for right now and not schedule it, because I don't want to over schedule myself at the beginning of the week, and I'm not really, it's kind of going to be a touch and go sort of week just because of band camp and everything. There's just a bunch of stuff going on. I'm sorry if you hear RJ in the background moving around on the couch. It's a leather-like couch, and he's super squirmy this morning. So here is my August bullet journal. And as you can see here, I haven't done shit since I set it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check off the days I've done a video so far this month, and then put a 0 in the days I didn't do videos this month. And that's where we're going to start this. I also am going to add, if you're interested in seeing me work in my wellness planner, that's going to be tomorrow, because there's so much catching up I have to do in my bullet journal, and I have to do catching up in my wellness planner as well. So I'm just going to leave that for tomorrow. So stay tuned. And then I'm going to copy the same words from my power sheets one day at a time into my little focus for August. Okay, now that that's done, my monthly intentions, and we have to start the doodle lettering challenge. And then I've got all of this stuff, which is actually going to be a Tuesday thing. So you might get to see some of this on Tuesday. You won't get to see all of it on Tuesday, because some of this is stuff I don't want to put out on the internet till I'm decided yet. But some of these things, the brain dump and the mind map and some of the analysis, you might get to see some of them. Now, this is that Kanban board I tried to set up in here, but now this was before, I did all this before I was able to redo my office, and now I have a whiteboard for the Kanban situation. So I might use this to kind of brainstorm what's going to go on there and then transfer it to the whiteboard, and I could probably do that in a video as well. If you're interested, just let me know in the comments. And then here's my beadboard situation. I could probably get some of these done this week for my household project. I could probably make progress. I know I could do this and this. And RJ's here. I could definitely have him do the caulking. So he can probably help me prime the chair rail too. And then other than that, I just need to set up my week and get today's list made. So it's quite a bit of work. We'll just get started now with the monthly intentions list and make a list of things both I know have to happen and things that are on my list that I know about. There's probably more to add to the list, but for now, that's a good start. Now let's work on some of this. Do I want to catch up on? I don't want to catch up on this right now. Do I want to catch up on this right now? How about I just do a couple of them? I'll catch up. I'll do today's, which is Fauna, and I'll do Dopey, who is the first day. So I can catch up and just do one of the ones I still have left to do and the one for today. And that way I'll just do 2 a day for 4 days. Maybe that'll work. That'll keep me from getting like burned out on it. Yeah. I feel like the fauna came out a little bit distorted, but no big deal. I kind of don't want to do a lettering challenge this month. Like I just want to do the doodles, but not the letters. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just fill this one page up with it. That's a good idea. Let's just do that. Small lettering, because then I have to practice lettering small, which is not something I'm always great at. I'm not going to put washi because that'll take up extra space. So I'm going to do, again, the 2 I just did. So Dopey and Fauna. So there's my lettering for the day, and now it is time to create my weekly to-do list, my weekly intentions list. So I'll mention as I'm setting this up that my goal for this week is to kind of feel caught up, maybe not on all the work I have to do because I do have a lot of work to get done, but on the organization. That's one of the things that I feel like stresses me out the most after I have taken a little time off, which I don't do very often, and usually it's for something like surgery. But the thing that always gets to me is feeling like a chicken with my head cut off for the first week afterwards. And so what I really want to do this week is just get my ducks all in line to figure out what I have to get done this month, where I have space to be creative and just be kind of okay with that so that I'm not frazzled as fuck. All right, so here's my weekly intentions list, and I actually divided 3 of the groups of stuff into broader categories. So future planning, admin catch up, and stuff for my kids for school. And now I am going to do today, and then we will get going. I'm so sorry if today's video is not the most interesting in the world, but it's a lot of catch up, and I'll be able to have more of a conversation with you guys in future videos, but today is more like, fuck, let's get my life together. All right, so here's my list for today. It doesn't seem that intense, but there's a lot of work on here. So I put inbox, highlighted it, used some janky lettering. And then I've got the podcast for today that needs to get recorded and go up. I need to post something for my patrons and do their downloads for this month. I need to move my challenges to my blog. I need to download all of the numbers so I can do my analytics tomorrow. I need to start a new painting today, if I can. And then I also need to run laundry, call the orthodontist so I can get Katie in to get that wire snipped. Both kids need to do their big chores because we didn't wind up doing them this weekend. I have to make sure to get cash for Katie this week for lunches at band camp. I need to clean my desk because it got kind of wrecked this weekend, and I need to clean off my dresser where my makeup is because that also got kind of wrecked while I was recovering from surgery. And this, my dudes, is kind of where I'm at with my planners. Tomorrow, hopefully, I will be able to have a little bit more of a conversation with you, but in the meantime, I would love to know something that you do when you feel like your brain is just spinning out of control. Do you stop and make a list? Do you stop and do something nice for yourself? When you're feeling like you are super far behind on all the things, how do you center yourself so you can start moving forward? I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in tomorrow's Plan As You Go video.